YouTubers, this is Krymsyn Faery on another Commute with Faery. I'm sorry that there's been a delay in getting my next video up for you guys. I've had some technical difficulties as I was trying to prepare the video, and I know that this video is not going to be like my perfect video either, but it's just going to have to do. I messed around with a few settings, and I think that I got my phone just about optimized for recording. I'm going to try and keep my voice up because that appears to be the problem. Because yesterday I recorded a vlog for you guys, and when I played, well, I was just going to cold upload it to YouTube like I did all the others. But this time I decided to put it on my computer at home and take a look at my video editor, which I have not yet figured out how to use or done anything with, and I thought I'd give it a try. And I just started playing the clip, and my lips were moving, but I couldn't hear anything except for my car background noises, the rattling, and the sound of the road, and all of that you guys hear now in addition to my voice. And I was really frustrated because, here I am just going along, making my video, and not even realizing that the content I'm recording is not really being recorded because the clips that are holding my phone up, both clips, because there's two microphones on my phone, but both clips were covering the microphone. So it sounded like I was in the Charlie Brown episode and the teacher's going, that's exactly what I sounded like. And I was like, shit, man. And that was already a do-over from previously, because I recorded one on Tuesday and I was actually on my way home from work. I didn't feel like doing it in the morning because I was tired. So I waited till after Tuesday when I was done with work, but I had gone to a funeral home. One of my coworkers passed away, and I wanted to go to the viewing to give my condolences. There was a tire in the middle of the road. There's two tires in the middle of the road. What the hell? It was a place where I could say my goodbyes and meet up with some coworkers, and lo and behold, he had an identical twin brother, which was very creepy and unsettling because it was like he was alive again. He moved, talked, and walked just like my coworker, and it was just creepy. But the man was wonderful. He was very funny, extremely funny for the circumstances, and he had a lot of good stories to tell us, and it was nice. But anyway, the mood just didn't set me right with recording my video, and I was supposed to stream that night too, and I was just going through one of those, it's one of my depressed phases of my bipolar. Now I know, everybody's going to be a little melancholy whenever someone dies. I mean, I get that, but he wasn't like a family member or something. He was just a coworker. I was definitely emotional at the funeral itself, but when I got home, my mood sort of transitioned to where I was kind of narcissistic. No, that's not the word I want. I was just very angry, and I couldn't figure out why. I was angry and depressed at the same time, and that's a very weird feeling for me. I don't feel very good about myself, about others. I just feel very inward and almost hateful. And I'm not a good person to be around when I'm like that. So I chose, for the sake of my viewers, to not stream that night. I just talked to my good friend, and I think I just ended up watching TV. I'm watching the Borgias again right now. I have another obsession with basically anything from, well, actually, the beginning of time to the early 1600s. My main focus is the Tudor dynasty is one of my favorite topics in history. everything from the reign of King Henry to his daughter Mary, and then to his, well, brief reign of his son, then Mary, then Elizabeth. The Borgias happened almost 20 years before King Henry VIII took the throne. But they don't talk about England very much in the Borgias because it didn't really affect them all that much. But no, it's fascinating, just the same. And I don't know, I'm not Catholic, so there's a lot of Catholic politics that are in the Borgias that I listen to again, and usually I pick up on things that I miss, and either I'm not getting something, or I don't know, I'm just not understanding things. And they're accusing Pope Borgia of what was it, simonizing, usury, and lechery. Well, lechery, I had a good idea what it was, because lecherous was a word frequently used in the Tudors, as, you know, of having lewd conduct and whatnot. So I imagined that's what it meant. It was just another derivative of the word. But I had to look up simonize and usury, and they're using other really old words that I've never heard of before. Alright. Sorry guys, I wanted to get my Joe on. I was getting a little dry there. So I really can't wait. Geez, there's so much debris on the highway today. That's a little scary. I can't wait until I get my new vlogging camera. It's on order, and it'll be here. Well, Amazon says it should be here like the week of the 24th because it was on back order. I was really kind of bummed because it's Amazon Prime and I'm not paying any shipping, yet I have to wait like 3 weeks for it. I've already waited, I actually think I've almost waited 2 weeks for it. I got the SD card for it in the mail, and I'm like, I want my camera, I have my SD card. Yeah, it was a really exciting feeling. It's a Canon Vixia Mini. I did a ton of research when I was thinking about what kind of vlogging camera that I wanted to use. I looked up, a friend of mine told me to go with a GoPro, and so I looked into it. I gave it a serious look. I watched a couple of different YouTube people, going too fast, giving product reviews for it, and there were a lot of good things about the camera. I liked it. The crispness, the quality, I think, was pretty decent for the camera during the daytime. But then, and my husband was there with me, and we were watching. Then the guy switched over to the cons, and he was very honest and very upfront about, you know, all the different cons of the camera. And due to the cost, the cons outweighed the pros, and he didn't recommend it for video vlogging. So I was like, all right, then start over from scratch. Instead of searching YouTube for vlogging camera, I just kind of searched the internet and found a couple of websites that were like, here are the top 10 vlogging cameras to look into, ranging from more than $1,000 down to under $100. And I was like, okay, this is my kind of site. It's going to give me a price range, and it's going to show me quality versus cost. And so I looked, and the Vixia was almost near the bottom. Not going to lie, I'm kind of cheap, but it still wasn't too cheap. It was still a couple $100s for the camera. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh, this looks so cool. Then I switched back over to YouTube, YouTube searched it for product reviews, demonstrations, and what have you, and I loved everything that I saw about it. So that's what I picked. It's the black model. And like I said, Amazon said I should be getting it right around August 24th or so. They're going to notify me when it's shipped, and then I get it 2 days from there. So, anyway, since I'm getting close to the end of my commute here, there is something that I want to talk to you guys about. It's kind of funny because I've already talked to you guys twice now about it, and I feel like I'm just repeating myself. But since my other 2 videos didn't work, here we go. I want to do something that's kind of a program or a challenge, a 30-day challenge, where I challenge myself or somebody else challenges me to do something for a 30-day period. Now, of course, it has to be reasonable. It can't really cost anything, or very little, if anything at all. And I'm going to probably start with something like a Go Get Healthy challenge, which I forget what my husband, he came up with a neat title for it, and I forget what it was. I should have wrote it down. I usually don't listen to him, so. Anyway, it's going to be where I have no soda and no fast food for 30 days, which is going to be tough for me because the first part of it was no soda. That was my idea. And he said, well, that may not be enough. He said, you might want to do no soda and no fast food for 30 days. And I said, okay. And it's like a get healthy spin or something like that. I haven't started it yet because I really want to wait till I get my new camera, because I'm going to vlog like my daily entries or every other daily entries or however many frequent entries separately and upload them to a completely separate playlist that my Commute with Faery is. And I'm not saying it's never going to crisscross or anything, but for right now, it's just going to be, I'm planning on it being separate, because I'm planning on being like, hey guys, it's day 3 of no soda and no fast food, and this really sucks because I miss my Pepsi. You know, that sort of thing, and maybe 5 minutes about how I feel more lethargic because I'm not getting my caffeine intake. And that would mean no coffee either. Actually, no, it wasn't no soda. It was drinking nothing but water for 30 days and no fast food. So that includes cutting out my coffee. I have to be careful with that, though, because with my migraines, since I do drink caffeine on a daily basis, I probably don't want to cut caffeine out altogether, because the lack of caffeine will trigger my migraines, and right now I'm out of time to take off work for the month of August. So that won't be good if I cause myself a migraine and I have to put up with it at work. I will not be a happy employee, and I might just chew somebody's head off. Stupid customers. Now, I do love my job. Don't get me wrong. I do love my job. And people really aren't all that bad. Just read your fucking contracts. That's all. So anyway, yeah, I want to wait to get to the camera to start that 30-day challenge. It will also give me some time to prepare, drink any less soda before my 30 days is up, because the idea is that sorry, somebody was about to cause an accident. If I truly, like, feel better, start being better, I'm either going to continue with it on a permanent basis or semi-continue it, like, you know, sporadically every now and then, blue moon, have my Pepsi indulgence. Like if I go out to a restaurant or something, I'll allow myself to have a Pepsi, but I won't carry it anymore in the house. Same with the fast food. I really have to stop. I am such a picky eater though, so this is gonna bother me a little bit. Not that I eat out fast food every day, but fast food is very convenient whenever you are in a tight situation where you need to get food really quick and you don't have time, or if you're low on money, you know, it's not that expensive to go and get a cheeseburger or something from McDonald's or Burger King. Wendy's is too expensive. I don't count Wendy's. That's just way too expensive. However, if I do eat out, it's going to be a healthy, non-deep fried choice. So like I have a cafeteria at work that serves non-deep fried food. That would be acceptable because it's healthy, anyway. And they do have healthy options like wraps and deli sandwiches and other stuff like that. Yeah, you see that semi-truck? He came like that close to me as he was Jesus. Oh my God, people are cray-cray this morning. Oh my God. Yeesh. It's a good thing I'm awake. You know, for going to bed really late, I feel pretty good. Wolfie started sleeping in bed again a couple nights ago. He has a problem where for some reason he just can't sleep in a bed. And because it's totally thrown me off whack, out of whack, whatever. Whacked off? No, wait, no, it's not. Anywho, I on this schedule right now, I should be asleep by 1 o'clock. That's why I stop what I'm doing about 12:30 and I start wrapping things up. And I did. I was a good girl last night. My Borgias was over at 12:30. I started to go to bed, but I had to wait on Wolfie. So we didn't really crawl into bed until like 10 after 1. I mean, I know it's only 10 minutes, but trust me, 10 minutes makes a difference. I even took my melatonin before I started watching the Borgias, which takes 45 minutes to kick in, and I still wasn't flipping tired. I was so mad. And before you guys ask about the whole caffeine thing, I stopped drinking caffeine before 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So there's no way that the caffeine's still affecting me at that point. And I did not take any Excedrin because I did not have a headache yesterday, which was a miracle. Anyway, I'm getting close to work now. So I didn't fall asleep until almost 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was just really upset about that. And I want to get more sleep. But on a plus note, it's Friday! It's Friday! And today I'm getting the delivery of my new washer and dryer. They're LG front loaders, and they even have access for me to use my phone for it to notify me whenever a load is done. I know that sounds pretty lame, but if we're doing laundry and we're outside in the yard working, or if Wolf's on the computer and has his headphones on, there's no way in hell he hears those things and he forgets to put things in the dryer and dry them, and then clothes get all mildewy and it's just nasty. And yeah, so oh, look at that, I'm at work. Time flies when we're having fun. Alright, boys and girls, so this is going to be the end of Commute with Faery for the day. Since it's Friday, I probably won't post again until next week. And I'm looking for a place to park. Oh, there's a whole bunch of spaces. There, I'll just do this. I don't mind that few little bit of walking. And I'm in the shade. Nice. For now, anyway. Alright, so I will see you guys on Monday. I hope everybody has a good weekend and be safe. And thanks for watching Faery.